Right now, on to the point. More election results just coming in tonight where major local races stand. Plus, a measure to ban forced prison labor rejected.
I was shocked.
It was disappointing.
Why those behind Prop 6 say they're not giving up. Sacramento's River District undergoing major changes. The new details tonight about a new soccer stadium and entertainment venue. And later, the crypto craze, how President-elect Trump is reigniting interest in the currency and what it could mean moving forward.
Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us on To The Point. I'm Alex Bell. We start tonight with your voice, your vote. It has been 1 week since Election Day, and tonight some races remain too close to call. Within the past hour, Sacramento County released new results in the race for Sacramento's next mayor. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. You can see Dr. Flo Kofer and Assemblymember Kevin McCarty are facing off for this seat. McCarty with 53% of the vote. Flo Jean Kofer with 47% of the vote, narrowing that gap. And we are also following the race for Stockton's next mayor. Council member Christina Fugazi and County Supervisor Tom Patty are facing off for this seat. You can see Fugazi does remain in the lead with 54% of the vote. And results from California's 10 propositions continue to come in. Just yesterday, we reported that Proposition 6 failed, and that was meant to ban forced prison labor. Tonight, ABC 10's Jeannie Nguyen found that those behind the measure are not giving up.
Proposition 6 would have amended the California Constitution to prohibit the state from punishing inmates with involuntary work assignments for refusing to work. As election results show, it did not pass.
I was shocked.
It was disappointing.
Prop 6 did not have any opposition listed on voter guides. Both Communities United for Restorative Youth Justice, or COURAGE, and the Anti-Recidivism Coalition campaign in support of Prop 6.
When forced labor is prioritized in the prison system, people are less likely to be able to tap into rehabilitation education.
One of the main motivators for these organizations was to make amends for a history of racism and discrimination against Black Californians. The proposition was included in a package of reparations proposals introduced by lawmakers.
How can we say racism doesn't exist in our state when a form of slavery lives and breathes in our Constitution, the document that is supposed to embody our principles as a state?
The state of Nevada had a similar measure on its ballot this year, asking voters to amend the state constitution to remove the language authorizing the use of slavery. Voters passed it, leaving advocates here in California to believe it was because of how it was written on the ballot.
I think one of the core differences between the two efforts was Nevada had slavery in their ballot title summary, and we didn't.
Emphasizing that maybe the wording on the ballot was not clear on what it would exactly do when it came to inmates working.
It wouldn't have done away with the work programs. When work is prioritized over rehabilitation, we're doing our communities a disservice and we're making our communities less safe.
Even though this attempt failed this election, both groups say they're going to do everything they can to get this measure back on the ballot and encourage voters to pass it.
All right, let's bring in Jeannie, who's been following this for us. Jeannie, I have to ask you, did these groups try to get the word slavery into the language that appeared on the ballot?
Yes, they did try. But, Alex, it's ultimately up to the Attorney General's office to make the final decision on what appears on the ballot. Now, I did reach out to the AG's office to ask why any mention of slavery was not included in the ballot. A spokesperson would not answer that question, but did say when considering a title and summary, the AG's office considers a variety of things, including the complete text of the measure, the fiscal analysis, and public comments. And of course, we will have the full statement on our website at abc10.com.
All right, Jeannie, thank you so much. We are learning new details tonight about what Governor Gavin Newsom is discussing with the Biden administration this week in Washington. Newsom's office says the governor is seeking federal approval for state climate rules, a $5.2 billion reimbursement for emergency funding during the COVID-19 pandemic, and updates to the state's Medicaid program, along with other priorities. Newsom is also expected to meet with California's congressional delegation before returning home on Wednesday. And tonight, the balance of power in the House remains undetermined. According to the latest results from ABC News, Republicans need just 3 more seats to gain a majority in the House of Representatives. Democrats will need to win 11 seats. And if Republicans win the House, it will be the first time a single political party has gained full control over Congress and the White House since President-elect Trump's first term, which began back in 2017. Now, here locally, we are watching the results for Congressional District 9 and 13. You know, we've been following this closely for you. Let's take a look at the results where they stand now. In House District 9, Democrat incumbent Josh Harder is leading with 52% of the vote over Republican challenger and current Stockton mayor Kevin Lincoln with only 48% of the vote. And then going out to District 13, we have Republican incumbent John Duarte, who is leading with 51% of the vote, trying to hold off Democrat Adam Gray in a rematch of an extremely close race from 2022. So we will continue to follow this for you. Meanwhile, several new U.S. Senate members arrived at the Capitol today for orientation. It comes as the Senate is expected to vote on new leadership tomorrow. Republicans will pick their majority leader. Senator Mitch McConnell is stepping down as leader after almost 2 decades. He got the chance to meet with several new Republican senators today and offer advice for the next term. We are also learning more about who President-elect Donald Trump will have in his administration. Today, Trump announcing at least 5 more nominations. Here's ABC's Melissa Adon.
More than 2 months until Inauguration Day and President-elect Donald Trump quickly assembling his administration, announcing he's nominating Fox News' Pete Hegseth as Defense Secretary. Hegseth, the veteran of Iraq and Afghanistan, ran for Senate in Minnesota in 2012 before joining the network. Trump also says Elon Musk, in conjunction with Vivek Ramaswamy, will lead the soon-to-be-created Department of Government Efficiency, which he says will hold the government more accountable to the American people.
Are you ready?
South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem has been tapped to lead the Department of Homeland Security. Noem seen regularly on the campaign trail.
Yes, they love you. You're the one who protects them.
Noem was on the short list to be Trump's running mate, but her star dimmed after she wrote in her 2024 memoir that she shot and killed the family dog. If confirmed by the Senate, Noem would oversee FEMA, the Secret Service, and the Coast Guard, but her key focus will be on immigration, ICE, and the Border Patrol, working with Trump's incoming Deputy Chief of Staff, Stephen Miller, and with newly named Border Czar, Tom Homan, who says that while criminals will be targeted first for deportation, undocumented immigrants without criminal convictions should not rest easy. Florida Senator Marco Rubio would be the first Latino Secretary of State. Rubio has a tough stance on China, but shifting his views on Ukraine, recently voting against increased aid. Trump announcing he's nominated former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee to be U.S. Ambassador to Israel, a key position, as tensions soar in the Middle East. This ahead of a major day at the White House where Trump will sit down with President Biden in the Oval Office. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
And coming up later in the show, our Verified team is looking into viral posts claiming NATO is threatening to kick the U.S. out of the international alliance. So we'll have more on that. All right, a big decision put on hold today concerning President-elect Donald Trump's criminal hush money case. A New York judge agreed to delay on deciding whether the U.S. Supreme Court decision on presidential immunity applies to Trump's conviction. Earlier this year, a jury found Trump guilty of 34 felony counts related to a payment before the 2016 election to silence adult film actress Stormy Daniels. According to today's court filing, Trump's attorneys and prosecutors requested more time to recommend the next steps for the case, given the outcome of the election.
What the prosecution is arguing is about President Trump trying to get elected, so his actions fall outside of the presidential immunity. But the defense is saying that some of the tweets, some of the conversations, like with Hope Hicks, does fall into that immunity, and therefore this case should be thrown out or at the very least retried.
The judge is giving prosecutors until next Tuesday to make a decision. If the judge does, in fact, toss it, he could order a new trial or dismiss the indictment. Trump, in theory, faces up to 4 years in prison. Still ahead onto the point, from a new soccer stadium to an entertainment venue, an inside look at the changes coming to Sacramento's rail yards and river district.
We're tracking changes in the weather department. As far as our rain and snow, it's back on the move with more weather impact alert days ahead.
Plus the crypto craze, what experts are saying about the future of the currency as it rises to record highs.
An extremely rapid rise in value. It's up 25 or 30% since the election results came in last Tuesday.
Chief Meteorologist Monica Woods joining us for our weather tonight. Calm here in the valley, but you are tracking a weather impact alert out in the Sierra,
Yeah,
right?
today was kind of the day to clean up from yesterday's rain and snow and get ready for the next round of wet weather heading our way. We've got the winter weather advisory going back into place for tomorrow. That takes us all the way through Friday. Plus, This round of wet weather brings with it some gusty conditions for the Sierra. Wind advisory in place tomorrow, and that goes through the afternoon. As far as the plume of moisture, right now it's poised just off the coast here. It's going to continue to press our way for tonight, increasing the cloud cover as well as the chance for afternoon rain tomorrow. And then on and off rain showers for the valley Thursday into Friday. Snow, however, bigger impacts. We'll see our snow level at 6,000 feet Wednesday and Thursday, down to 4,500 feet on Friday. And that cold air is going to keep those lows in the 30s Saturday morning for the valley. Here's a look at the rundown. When do we have that weather impact alert? Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for the Sierra, with snow and wind being the main impacts, with the need to make sure you have extra travel time in the forecast there as you head up into the high country. So our futurecast showing the first band of rain coming through Wednesday afternoon, kind of lingers for the Sierra through Thursday morning. And then we get the next wave of wet weather coming through on Thursday. Now, this is not going to be a high impact storm for the valley, but you can see through the Sierra, we continue to see areas of snow straight through our Friday. So pretty much it's going to be snowy, wintry travel into the high country. Precipitation totals for the valley, anywhere from 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch, about 1/2 an inch to 1 inch of rain for the foothills, and for the Sierra, about 1 to 12 inches of snow. But that snow line coming down to about Pollock Pines with 1 inch of snow. First time that we're going to be seeing some of that lower snow this season. As far as the mountains, it's going to be on and off rain and snow showers right through our Friday forecast. Cool through the weekend. Highs are only in the 30s. Slight chance of some snow flurries there on Saturday into Sunday. And for the foothills, also areas of rain through Friday. Another chance for rain comes in on Sunday. Same for the coast. We'll see on and off rain chances there with highs in the 60s. 3-day forecast will have a chance of rain tomorrow afternoon. Slight chance of thunderstorms on Thursday. Then Friday, we'll see some morning showers and clearing for the afternoon and evening. Slight chance of a shower returning on Sunday. Highs will be in the 50s this weekend, lows in the 30s. We start off cool next week. It's a drier forecast, a little bit warmer by the middle and end of next week.
Next on To the Point, an inside look at the changes coming to Sacramento's rail yards and river district and the big vote that's happening tonight. Plus new details about Hotel Marysville, when demolition could start, and how soon Highway 70 could reopen. Happening now, the Sacramento City Council is expected to vote on the preliminary term sheet for the development of a soccer stadium and entertainment venue in the rail yards. The estimated $217 million outdoor stadium is planned to be built in the area east of 7th Street. The city says the company Indomitable Ventures will pay for and own the stadium, taking responsibility for all aspects of design, construction, and operation. They also plan to build a live entertainment facility and spaces for housing, retail, and offices nearby. Tonight, ABC 10's Devin Truby gives us a firsthand look at what the River District could look like.
Last Thursday's electrifying announcement for a new soccer stadium in the rail yards is just a small piece of the project. The stadium will seat 12,000 fans and an entertainment venue will be built.
3,600 seat capacity. There's numerous other retail opportunities within that, ranging from 200 square feet to 2,000 square feet.
Also in the rail yards, the Wong Center. Senior affordable housing is already opened. Kaiser Permanente will build a hospital, and the Central Shop District will adapt the 8 historic Central Pacific Railroad buildings for retail space. The Alchemist, a food market, is excited to be in the space.
By 2027, our project, Alchemist Public Market, will be open. That'll be opening in 2026. From the sounds of it, we can also expect the soccer stadium to be open by then, the Dos Rios light rail station, and I believe the 7th Street light rail station as well, right next to the soccer stadium.
The food market area and these renderings will be built out with parks, a bike service station, and watch party area for games, but it's also an opportunity for 60 local businesses.
We have a food entrepreneurship training program. We work specifically with locals, under-resourced entrepreneurs. Our entire campus will all be local businesses, no chains.
Majority of the funding for the project comes from the California Governor's Office of Business and Economic Impact and the U.S. Department of Commerce Economic Development Administration. Reporting in Sacramento, Devin Truby, ABC 10.
We're learning more tonight about when demolition on Hotel Marysville could begin. Today, Yuba County supervisors approved a grant agreement with the city of Marysville for $250,000 to help remove the top floor of the hotel. A fire destroyed the hotel back in June, and a portion of Highway 70 had to close. The closure caused traffic delays and loss of revenue for businesses. It was a big concern for supervisors during today's vote.
This is truly a regional issue with regional impact. I mean, clearly there's significant impact to the city of Marysville, but there's also significant impact to Yuba County's employees getting to work, Yuba County's residents traversing through the area on Highway 70, and Yuba County's businesses are also impacted by this, in addition to the impact to city businesses.
Construction to remove the top floor is expected to begin in December with a completion date in mid-January. Officials say once this part is finished, Highway 70 could begin to reopen. The city of Marysville estimates the whole hotel demolition project will cost between $700,000 and $840,000. And now it's time to verify. Viral posts online claim the head of NATO is threatening to kick the U.S. out of the international alliance if President-elect Donald Trump goes too far in his efforts to resolve the war between Russia and Ukraine. Tonight, Brandon Lewis from our Verify team looks into whether NATO really made this threat.
On the campaign trail, President-elect Donald Trump repeatedly said he can resolve the war between Russia and Ukraine.
And I've said it, I will get that war solved if there's anything left. If there's anything left, I'll get it solved as president-elect before I ever get into the White House.
A viral post on X claims NATO Secretary Mark Rutte is warning that if Trump surrenders Ukraine to Russia, the alliance will kick out the United States. The post was widely shared by some of Trump's supporters who are critical of the U.S.'s involvement in Ukraine and NATO. But did the NATO Secretary really say that? Let's verify. Our sources are official statements by Rutte and NATO's founding treaty. We reviewed every official statement made by Rutte since Trump was declared the winner and found he never said anything about kicking the U.S. out of NATO. On November 7th, Rutte posted on X that he spoke with Trump to congratulate him on his win and said this about Trump the following day.
I worked very well with him for 4 years. He is extremely clear about what he wants. He understands that you have to deal with each other, to come to joint positions, and I think we can do that.
So, no, NATO Secretary Mark Rutte did not threaten to kick the U.S. out of NATO if it surrenders Ukraine to Russia. The NATO treaty actually doesn't contain a mechanism to kick a country out of the alliance. With you at Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Still ahead on To the Point as Bitcoin hits an all-time high. What's behind the crypto craze and what it could mean for our future? Some say it's an easy way to make money. Others say investors beware. We're talking about cryptocurrency. It's hitting record highs after the election, but what is the craze all about?
A new high in the craze over crypto. Bitcoin surging past $87,000, an all-time record.
You're seeing an extremely rapid rise in value. It's up 25 or 30% since the election results came in last Tuesday.
Bitcoin and other crypto is digital currency that can be bought and sold directly without a middleman like a bank. President-elect Trump has vowed to build a national strategic reserve of Bitcoin.
I'm laying out my plan to ensure that the United States will be the crypto capital of the planet and the Bitcoin superpower of the world, and we'll get it done.
And he's reportedly considering pro-crypto candidates to lead U.S. financial agencies. But crypto has been under scrutiny in recent years. You may remember commercials like these.
Trade? Are you sure? Not a trade. I'm trading crypto. FTX is the safest and easiest way to buy and sell crypto. It's the best way to get in the game.
It's FTX. It's a safe and easy way to get into crypto.
I don't think so.
Celebrities promoting now defunct crypto trading platform FTX, only to be named in a class action lawsuit. The CEO sentenced to 25 years for defrauding investors out of billions of dollars. Critics also voicing concern about the environmental impact due to the energy-consuming transaction. Still, Trump's promise to deregulate the industry and Trump ally Elon Musk's longtime support of crypto are fueling investors' enthusiasm, driving the price sky high.
If you've already made your money, I would say congratulations. Take it off the table, pay your capital gains taxes, and you'll have some good stories to tell people at the bar. For people who have missed this run-up, there's lots of things that you wish you had bought a week ago, but I think it's already too late.
And experts say that if you do decide to invest in crypto, diversity is key, saying due to the risk, it should be a small percentage of your portfolio. That is our show tonight. Thank you so much for watching and for inviting us into your home. If you have something that we should be looking into, make sure to reach out to me and the team. And remember, strangers are just people we haven't gotten the chance to meet yet. So take the time to get to know someone. And To the Point does not end here. To watch stories featured right here on our show, download our free ABC 10 Plus app wherever you stream. Have a great night. I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Hey, it's Alex. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. The To The Point team and I love hearing from you, and I hope that you'll stay in touch. And don't forget, you can always email me and the team at tothepoint@abc10.com, or you can even send us a text message at 916-321-3310.
Thanks for watching ABC 10 Plus. And now that you're here, why don't we take a look around and see what else is here? The very first tile on your left is always going to be streaming 24/7. You can find us adjacent to that, breaking news if it's there. And then right next to that, a replay of the most recent newscast. Whether it's ABC 10 Morning News at 5, 6, or beyond, it's going to be there. The forecast beyond that, and then right beyond that, the news that matters the most. Now that you know the basic tiles, let's go up to the top and take a deeper dive into news. We have every single newscast that you would need, including To The Point with Alex Bell, taking a deeper dive into the issues. Beyond that, ABC 10 Morning News at 5 and 6 and 11, the evening shows as well. Below that, you can watch the top stories from To The Point. Under that, Dollars and Cents, where you can learn how to navigate this challenging economy. And below that, you can watch our award-winning ABC 10 Special Investigations, where we hold the powerful accountable. Going into weather, look, it's the 10-day forecast, getting you ready for the weekend and beyond. Beyond that, sports. I know you care about the Sacramento Kings. We have the most comprehensive guide to anything, everything Kings in the locker room and on the court. We have it. Below that, I know you care about the San Francisco 49ers. We can't mention Bay Sports without talking about the Oakland A's. We have that too. What's super exciting, I know you care about high school sports. You'll never find a more comprehensive guide and team dedicated to high school sports. Backing out again, come up to the top and join me on Verify. I'm super excited about this. Our experts are checking the facts, verifying the truth for you. Jump up now to shows. Very excited about this. Oh, look, it's Take a Look. This is my show. I love movies, and if you love movies or streaming shows, whether it's on screens this big, or this big, it's Take a Look. Recently went behind the scenes, sat down with Lady Gaga and Joaquin Phoenix to talk about Joker 2. I love the movie, and oh, I just heard you shout you hate the movie. Jump in, we talk about it on this show. Other shows, Bartell's Backroads, go up and down the state of California, tank of gas getaways, one fuel cell getaway, like places like the Toy Museum. This is what kids did before they had screens. Over here, the Moaning Caverns of Calaveras County, one of the most coveted caves in all of California. You know, watching this show, I discovered there's a cave that could fit the entire Statue of Liberty in your own backyard. You'll find about that and more with Bartell's Backroads. Down below that, To The Point. It is one of my favorite newscasts because they talk about news with Alex Bell the way you talk about news. It's conversational, but in-depth at the same time. Below that, Your California Life. Love this show. Whether it's entertainment, food, beverage, lifestyle, it's there. Desiree Shepherd hosts and does an amazing job. So there you have it. It's ABC 10 Plus, the app. What do you need? We heard you and we got it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for streaming.